Hello everyone and welcome back to LewisNews, your #1 YouTube channel for all types of Spider-Man news. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse and Lord & Miller, the producers of the franchise, coming out and talking about the film and about how there are going to be different variants of Gwen Stacy in the sequel. We're also going to be talking about how Beyond the Spider-Verse might be delayed, but before we do get into that, make sure you're subscribed if you want to keep up to date with all types of Spider-Man news. I'm trying to hit the goal of 1,000 subscribers on this channel before the end of summer, so if we could hit that target, that'd be absolutely awesome. But without the way, let's get straight into it. So first of all, let's talk about the potential delay of Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Lord & Miller have come out and basically said that they're tired of making these films. Not in a way that they're bored, but basically they're a lot of effort. The Spider-Verse films are some of the highest quality in animation that we have probably ever seen in animation history, with them basically reinventing animation as we know it, with films like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, and subsequent films like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that's coming out this year as well, taking heavy inspiration clearly from the new style invented by the Spider-Verse films. Now, due to the amount of effort that these films take to make, we know that Beyond the Spider-Verse is meant to be coming out March next year. However, it might actually be delayed. This hasn't been confirmed or anything, but we do have a bunch of evidence suggesting that they will be pushing back the release date. The first piece of evidence is that the official Spider-Verse Twitter account has in fact taken the Beyond the Spider-Verse release date out of its bio. Now, this might just be because, obviously, they need to attract attention to Across the Spider-Verse as much as possible, meaning that all attention needs to be on Across rather than Beyond. But also, I think it's a little bit suspicious. You're not going to take the release date out from your upcoming film out of your bio. I think that's a little bit weird. Also, Lord & Miller have said that basically there is still a lot of work to be done on the film as well, and it's nowhere near completion. Although they are far along in making the movie, there is still a lot of hard work to be done. Haley Steinfeld has also come out and said that she's done no voice lines for the film. Maybe that's a lie, maybe she has done some voice lines for the film, but to her knowledge, she said that she's done no voice lines for Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. So all of this collectively, and the film comes out in March, doesn't really click with me. To me, this kind of sounds like the film isn't going to come out in March. This sounds like to me that they are going to delay the film possibly to the end of 2024, maybe even to 2025. But obviously, no confirmation has come out yet, but everyone is talking about it. Everyone thinks that this film may be delayed just because of everything that's happening regarding its release date, and basically where they have said that they are at with the production of the film. Without the way, let's talk about something a little bit more positive regarding Beyond the Spider-Verse, and that's the fact that Lord & Miller have confirmed that the sequel will in fact include variants of Gwen Stacy. Now, this is really exciting because, as we know in Across the Spider-Verse, if you have seen the film, Gwen says to Miles in that scene where they're hanging from that building that basically Gwen always falls for Spider-Man in every single universe, and in every single universe it never ends well. So I reckon this will tie into Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, and maybe we will get to see why it never ends well. Well, obviously, as the fans, we know why it never ends well because Gwen Stacy always ends up dying, but maybe we will get a couple of examples. Potentially, we could see Emma Stone's Gwen Stacy appear in Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse in a similar cameo to how we saw Andrew Garfield and Dennis Leary appear in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse with the Captain Stacy death scene from Tarzan 1. We could also potentially see maybe Bryce Dallas Howard from the Tobey Maguire movies appear as well. We don't know what the fate of Bryce Dallas Howard's Gwen Stacy was from Spider-Man 3, as we never got Spider-Man 4 and subsequent films, but as far as we know, she isn't actually dead in that universe, so that could be pretty interesting as well. Another Gwen Stacy that broke the mold of it doesn't end well for Gwen Stacy in every universe was actually the Spectacular Spider-Man Gwen Stacy as well. We saw Josh Keaton reprise his role as Spectacular Spider-Man in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that potentially we could see Gwen Stacy from the Spectacular universe appear in Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Because I imagine that because we're going to see Gwen Stacy's in the film, as confirmed by Lord & Miller, that they are probably going to play off the idea that it never ends well. Or at least that quote from Gwen in Across the Spider-Verse will definitely tie into Beyond the Spider-Verse and the reason as to why we are seeing Gwen variants. I imagine that will be the reason. I imagine that that quote will definitely tie into the story. So if that is the case, then I reckon potentially we could see Gwens across the multiverse that have broken the mold. Now, we're not sure just yet that Gwen's death is in fact a canon event. Maybe in every universe Gwen Stacy always ends up dying. Who knows if that's a canon event or not yet. Potentially it could be, and I reckon if Captain Stacy's death is, then Gwen Stacy's death definitely could be. But at this moment in time, we don't actually know that, so maybe they'll play off that idea on the Gwen Stacys who haven't died. But overall, there's a bunch of different story opportunities that they could have for introducing all of these different variants of Gwen Stacy. And considering the whole Spider-Verse story at the moment is revolving around canon events and basically trying to save the multiverse, I wonder what their role is going to be in terms of linking all of the Web of Life and Destiny together and everything like that. I'm really curious. I want to know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about this, and what Gwen variants would you like to see in Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse? With that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to like on it, and also make sure to subscribe so you do not miss any more Spider-Man news, and make sure to hit the bell so you can get updated, because we post every single day, 7 PM UK time, with another piece of Spider-Man news. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, and peace.